Hello, and welcome to our virtual walk around St. Joseph Church stained glass windows. Our first window is the Esposal. As you may notice, many of the windows have messages on both the top and the bottom part of the window, and then depict a gospel scene to reflect. Our first window depicts the espousal of Mary and Joseph. Let's listen to Matthew's gospel as he describes their engagement. Now this is how the birth of Jesus Christ came about. When his mother Mary was betrothed to Joseph, but before they lived together, she was found with child through the Holy Spirit. Joseph, her husband, since he was a righteous man, yet unwilling to expose her to shame, decided to divorce her quietly. Such was his intention when, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream and said, "Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take Mary, your wife, into your home." When Joseph awoke, he did as the angel of the Lord had commanded him and took his wife into his home. You know, there are certain local churches which to this day continue to celebrate the espousal of Mary and Joseph as a feast day. It's on January 23rd, the Feast of the Holy Spouses. It dates back to the 1500s. The name Joseph itself can be translated from Hebrew to mean he will add or increase. That's something we can all take note of and take Joseph's lead and look to increase and add to our own loving relationships. The same deep love which Joseph had for Mary, and together they would have in nurturing Jesus. You know, at the top of the window, the phrase faith and love is depicted. Now, there are many interesting things in the different stained glass windows. And in this particular one, I thought it was noteworthy that faith and love actually intersected with the Star of David. The Star of David being a sign of Joseph's faith, and faith and love being part of that. Joseph and Mary are models of Christian marriage for us. Though Mary and Joseph had not yet lived together, they had completed the first traditional step of their marriage, which meant they had made a covenant in faith and love, a covenant with one another and with God. Joseph was confused at first as to Mary's pregnancy. Nonetheless, he took the guidance of God's messenger and angel and accepted the path presented to him from God. If you look closely toward the bottom of the window, there's also a reference to the blossoming staff as a sign. Now this may be a reference to a legend that tells the story that when Mary was of legal age to marry, Joseph was one of several local unmarried men who had attended a temple ritual. The high priest had asked each of the young men to bring a flower branch with them, and one by one they would lay their branch at the altar. Joseph's branch immediately blossomed when he did so. And then, at the same time, a dove descended and landed on the branch. Legend tells that this revealed that Joseph and Mary were destined by God to be husband and wife. We can all spend a few moments together today thinking about faith and love in our own lives, whether in marriage or really in any of our relationships, and reflect on the commitment and the covenant that we have made to those we love in our lives. Is my love revealed in my words and my actions in each of my relationships I have, whether it be a spouse, sibling, parent, relative, or friend? Or do I find myself more focused on me? And in the case of married couples, Have we considered looking to Mary and Joseph as examples of true covenantal love in faith, as nurturing parents? And for all of us, do I find myself leaning into my faith to help me make those difficult decisions, listening for God's message, especially those decisions requiring me to stay true to myself and to the commitment that I've made to those that I love? Thank you for your time today, and I look forward to sharing our next window, St. Joseph's Dream.